Princess, and I'm raising nine. Currently, none of the kids are here, so I guess that's cool. Um, Daniel's still gone, as we had already talked about. And so it's just me here. Well, technically, it's not just me here because um, I have Ali and Daniel. I got them earlier today. So that's going on right now. Um, but it's just basically me. Hey, buddy, how you doing, Hudson? None of the boys are here. They won't be back until Sunday. So everybody's gone, except for Leah and Daniel. They're in the other room playing right now. I actually just took Sienna back to her dad's because she had came over for a few hours because my sister came and had her daughter's birthday party here. Hey, Hot Fries, what's up? So she had her birthday party here. And so my daughter came over, Shyla came over because she was with her mom as well. And the three of them went and swam in the pool. Yes, the pool is completed. It finished on Thursday, I want to say. I didn't get a chance to get into it on Thursday. I really didn't get a chance to do anything more than put my feet in it on Friday because it was so late when I finished doing things Friday. So Saturday, the girls had their party here. They swam. They waited to do it at night so that way they could do like glow light stuff. Hey, Miss Sharon. And that was really cute. I can't wait to release some of the pool footage with you guys, but we're still holding off on it for right now because Daniel's not here, the kids are not all here, and all of them haven't seen the pool finished. Only 4 of the kids out of the 9 have seen it finished. How am I doing? Thank you for asking, I guess first, Dwayne. I'm a mess. Like, I even look a mess, and I'm kind of all thrown together. I have a lot of trouble sleeping, Dwayne. A lot of trouble sleeping. Like, I'm not going to bed until like 2 o'clock in the morning, and that's very odd for me because normally I'm asleep by like 9 p.m. So it's been difficult because I always need people like my children or my husband to be here for me to feel like I can fall asleep. So it's been difficult. It's been hard, but I'm trying to look at it this way: like 1 week is down now. You know, we're down 1 week. All the kids come back on Sunday, so it won't be as quiet here when they all get back here. So I was telling you guys about my niece's birthday party. She turned 17, and you know, we all had a great time last night, and then this morning they both weren't feeling well, guys. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's just allergies. Is what my niece said, just allergies. Well, they took 2 home tests, guys, that I had here, and they both turned positive for COVID. So I had to pack them up and send them home, my sister and her daughter. I was like, y'all gonna have to quarantine over there. So they are quarantining, I guess now at their house. And they have COVID, so hopefully we don't get it. None of us who were here. It was me, Sienna, and Shyla who were here. Me and Sienna are both vaccinated. We shall see if we're good or not. I've had it before. I don't want to have it again. Sienna's had it before, so hopefully we don't. Thank you for sharing this time with you. Go live. Go live. You have a support system. Let's go. So I appreciate you guys being my support system. I really don't know what I would do without you guys. I had so many people who like hit up my DMs on Instagram and just kind of they just kind of made me feel they were checking on me, and I loved it. I really appreciate it. Miss Deborah, Miss Josette, Miss Dora, it was awesome. Miss Dora was really worried last Sunday when we got that. Y'all remember that guy, or I don't know if it was a guy or a woman, who got on and was just posting really, really weird off the wall stuff. she got very worried and was like, you need to make sure you have a security system. She emailed me. I was like, oh, I do. It's fine. Don't worry. I do have a security system. And lots of other stuff too. I'm very well taken care of in that department should anybody try to come to my house. So I'm not too worried. But I guess besides that, it's been like a real quiet week. I finished summer school this week. So now I'm enjoying my last 2 weeks before I go to school, before I go back to work. Hi, Miss Deborah. It's good to see you on here. Yesterday, I sang at Daniel's god sister's wedding. Daniel's godfather actually married me and Daniel 2 years ago, and last night his daughter got married, and so they had me sing, and I sang a Faith Evans song, Never Let You Go, and it was really good. It went really good. People were coming up to me and was like, I didn't know if it was the track singing, and then I saw you walk out like midway through the song, because I was like singing off to the side for a while, and then when the wedding party got off of the stage, then I went to the center, and that's when people were like, oh my god, it was actually a person singing. I did try to go live on Instagram on Wednesday and let you guys hear it, because I was doing like a run through practice, but IG kicked me off my live like in the middle of me singing, said that I was singing someone else's song, a song that I didn't have rights to. So it kicked me off IG. I didn't even know that IG did that, because you see music on IG all the time. So that was very new to me. That was why I didn't do it on YouTube, because I knew YouTube would do me that way. So that was pretty much my week and my weekend in a nutshell. There's so much to do coming up this upcoming week. I have to enroll Ali and Daniel into school tomorrow, because they'll be going to Rehoboth City Schools with the rest of the kids this upcoming school year. So I have to go do that. We've got some doctor's appointments coming up this week. It's just a busy week, and last week was crazy. Even though I was by myself, it was crazy. So I didn't get a chance to record anything. So I am working on some stuff. It was tax-free weekend, so I had to go school shopping for the kids. We did get them a couple of floaties out there for the pool. Not everything that they wanted, but just a few things that we saw from here and there. But that was pretty much it. I'm getting kind of anxious, and I'm ready. I guess I'm ready for Daniel to come home. And it's only been a week. I'm definitely getting anxious. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging. I had just went and dropped Sienna back off to her dad's, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's already 6. Will I have time to go live when I get back home? Should I go live? And I decided I better go ahead and not leave you guys hanging. I did try to invite Daniel on the live. I don't know how to do the streaming yet, where you can like put 2 people on the stream. I've seen it done, but I haven't mastered how to do it yet. And so I text Daniel, hey Jeremy. I text Daniel, and I called him rather, I'm sorry. And I said, do you want to be on the live? And he was like, I've got to read 3 chapters of this book, so I can't get on live right now. So I was like, okay. So he's reading a book, y'all, and this training that he's at, he's having to do a lot of mental work, lots of math computations and all that kind of stuff, and he just was not ready for that, y'all. Daniel is not a computers guy. He is not a he is a numbers guy. I think he's more so not a formula guy. And there's a lot of stuff in that, but so y'all send y'all prayers for him while he's over there, because he's got to pass this if he ever wants to be able to make chief, which is what we want. We're pushing for that, okay? We're definitely pushing for him to stay in as long as he can. So I mean, I guess that's pretty much what's going on. What did I do this weekend? Yesterday. Oh guys, I cleaned like my entire house. I haven't done that since I moved. I guess an update on the live from Wednesday is that they're having to rip up the entire carpet in this bedroom. Remember I told y'all that the There was water all over my bedroom carpet, and it was like stinky and smelling and all this kind of stuff because the water had leaked from that pipe in the bathroom. Y'all, it was toilet bowl water. Toilet bowl water! Do you know how disgusting that is? Oh my god, it's so disgusting. So like that pipe that goes into the wall of the toilet had a leak, okay? And the water was just dripping, dripping, dripping. I had no idea because first off, I don't stand up to use the bathroom, so I don't see, you know, that there's water down there. I just go and sit. And so it was literally leaking out, going out the back side of it, going underneath the shower and coming into our bedroom, y'all. Into our bedroom, soaked the entire carpet. So we did dry all that up. That took like 3 days to finally dry using these big industrial size fans or whatever. And they're going to have to replace the carpet, the people who built the house, because this is the second time we've had a leak in this room on this carpet since we moved in here. The first time was because the upstairs shower leaked inside of the wall down to our carpet. And this time it's because of the toilet, because of an error they did. So I'm getting new carpet and I'm sitting here and I was telling Daniel yesterday, like, who's gonna move all this furniture in this room for the carpet? Because it's just me here. And guys, I cannot move this furniture, not by myself. Like, I can help you lift, but I can definitely not pick this up by myself. We got this big bed, my work table, we've got our huge fireplace TV stand, that big TV over there. Like, I can't lift that stuff up for them to undo this carpet and then put down new carpet. So I don't know how we're gonna cross that hurdle this upcoming week, because that's something that's being done this week with Daniel not being here. I have no idea. My mind is like blown. Like, what are we gonna do? Hey, Miss Dora, I'm doing really good. I mean, as good as I can. So if you guys have ideas of how I can move this stuff, I was thinking about those little things with like 4 wheels, and you can sit stuff on it. It'll help move it. Like, you can lift up one side. Hi, only Zoe. So maybe I could like lift up one side of the dresser and put that little, it almost looks like a skateboard, but it's like square. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? It has 4 little wheels on it. It's really short. Maybe put that on one side of the fireplace and put another one on the other side of the fireplace, and I can roll it out of here, but I dang sure can't lift the whole thing and get it out of this bedroom. I've seen them at Lowe's before. I don't know what they're called, but maybe I can use those not body boards. I have no idea what they're called. Do y'all know what I'm talking about though? They're kind of square, and you use them to move things, and they have wheels. That's the only thing I can think that could help get this stuff out of here, because I can't move it, and I don't have any family here. So I mean, I don't know. I have no clue. I mean, there's some Chase chairs that I want to get right now to put out by the pool, but Daniel has the truck, so I can't even get those. You know, so there's so much, guys. There's literally so much. I guess I'll go to Lowe's tomorrow and see if I can find that thing. And if I can, I'll buy 2 of them and just move everything out to the living room. I think they're gonna come Wednesday, is what I was told. They did the measurements in here, and now we gotta redo everything. That is my life, guys. Everything's falling apart, including me. But I didn't want to hold you guys that long. I know our lives are so much more fun when Daniel's a part of them, when the kids are a part of them. And it's just me here. And what can I say, guys? I'm not that entertaining by myself. Like, I feed off of Daniel. I feed off the kids. And Aaliyah and Daniel are doing their own thing, playing the Xbox right now in the downstairs boys' room. So, I think it's called a dolly. Oh, I thought a dolly was that tall thing. I thought a dolly was that tall thing with 2 wheels on it that you can like use to move furniture. I thought that was a dolly. because I have one of those. But I was talking, it's more like, it's like a square. I don't know what that's called. And then you can just put things on top of it and use it to move things. What's up, baby?
Can I get another pizza?
Yeah, you can.
Thank you. What are you doing?
I'm talking to some people.
Are you too?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
No, that's when you got the camera on.
So that was Aaliyah. She was asking me for food. I think I'm gonna run out of food because those two, let me tell y'all, they are the youngest of the bunch. They're like this big, that big, and they eat all the time, nonstop. Like I can feed them breakfast, and like 20 minutes later, they're like, "Can I get a snack?" You know, they'll eat lunch, and then they're like, "Can I have a snack?" Or they'll be eating supper, and they'll say, "I don't want any more. I'm full." And then you let them get up from the table, and it's like 2 seconds later, they're like, "Can I have a snack?" And I'm like, bro, that is not how this goes. Like when you go to school, you only get one snack a day. Just one. Not three, just one. And if you multiply that times 9 children, that's 27 snacks a day. If you give each child 3 snacks a day, one after each meal, that's 27 snacks a day. 27 snacks a day? Like, who could afford that? I definitely couldn't, so no, you can get 1 snack a day. I'm gonna let you choose when you want that snack. Do you want that snack after your lunch? Or do you want that snack after your dinner? Because you're not getting more than 1 snack. So we always have that going on with the kids. Like, it's always a big thing. Like, to the point that I have to lock the pantry because they've been known to sneak snacks. And that's for all of them, not just the younger two. Like, they've been known to sneak snacks. And, like, I have this big rule that it's no food, no drinks in the bedroom. Because, you know, I'm trying to keep down things like ants and, you know, roaches and stuff like that. I don't have any of those things, and I don't want them, right? So I'm like, you eat in the kitchen or in the dining room, okay? You eat at the bar in the kitchen, or you can eat in the dining room. But you cannot take things upstairs. You also cannot bring drinks into the living room because of spills, you know? And so I don't want to buy a new couch. I don't want to buy new carpet. So I'm kind of a stickler when it comes to that. But what do I always find when it comes time to cleaning day? You know, like cleaning the boys' bedroom, making the girls clean theirs. There's soda cans. There's upstairs in the girls' bedroom. There's wrappers behind the boys' bed. And it's just like, is no one listening? Okay, so nobody's listening. And you're sneaking these things. I can fix that. That's when I started locking the pantry. And you know what happened? I stopped seeing trash bags and trash cans full of wrappers and stuff like that. I stopped finding wrappers in the bedroom, and I stopped finding drink cans. So yeah, that definitely helped, was locking the pantry at nighttime. It's funny though, because during the summer, a couple of them wake up earlier than I do. And they'll be like, I can't even get cereal because the pantry is locked. And they'll come knock on my door and they're like, Mama, I want cereal. And I'm like, dang, it's like 6 a.m. and you want cereal at 6 a.m. Like, go back to sleep. But I do go ahead and get up and unlock the pantry for them so that they can have that. But yeah, y'all, they be killing me with the snacks and the wanting to eat nonstop. If I didn't lock that pantry, I swear I'd be spending like $1,200 to $1,500 on food a month. And can nobody afford that? I mean, no one. People ask me all the time, how do I feed 9 kids? On a budget, on a very strict budget, okay? I map out, like, this is what we're gonna eat Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You know, I budget if we're going to eat out. Everything is budgeted. So it's like, I have no room for extra stuff, you know. Kids do that all the time. Yep, you have to make sure they don't have too many. And oh my, behind the bed. Yeah, behind the bed. Wrappers, like from eating like Star Crunches or zebra cakes, things like that, drives me bananas because I do not want to see a bug. Okay? I don't want to see one. I'm not like one that's going to be like screaming like, there's a bug. Oh my God. I'm not going to do that. I mean, I'll step on it and kill it and throw it away. But I just don't want to see bugs in my house. You know, I've worked so hard to, for us to get this place and, you know, for it to be super nice for them to come and destroy it. You know, with it needing bugs or throwing things. Oh my gosh, it kills me. Like the throwing of balls. And I'm like, y'all have 2 acres of land outside. Go outside and throw your ball. You don't do that in the house. When I first came on, I couldn't hear, but you started hearing you a few seconds later. I think it was my phone. Maybe so, because no, I don't think anybody else mentioned anything about the sound being messed up, but I'm glad you're able to hear me now. I was thinking the other day, I was like, I feel like I should talk to some of the people like about like some step parent goods and bads. Yeah, I'm the same way with bugs and balls. See, you get me, Miss Dora. About step parenting positives and I guess negatives, right? I went out to the movies the other day with Layla's mom. She was in our last live. Layla was, not her mom. Layla was in our last live cooking with me and her dad. And so it was a great time. We went out to the movies. We saw that new movie, Where the Crawdads Lie. Is it? Or Where the Crawdads Sing, I think is what it's called. And it was a really good movie. We truly enjoy each other's time. We can go and do just about anything. Have great conversation. Hi, Princess Girl. Don't feel bad. My mom and dad had 9 kids, and they definitely like the pantry. Okay, see, I don't feel bad now, Myra. Thank you. I was starting to feel a little bad about that. I was. But now that you said other parents are doing it, I feel a little bit better. So we went and we had a great time. We didn't do like dinner or anything, but then when we got done, we went and parked in her yard and just chit-chatted for a little while. And it's always nice to have somebody that you can have that release with and just talk. I mean, there are certain subjects, of course, that we don't touch, but we almost talk about anything. Most of it's about the kids or our lives or, you know, how we're faring as, you know, as adults and getting through life. And it was nice to have somebody to talk to when this had been such a hard, gruesome week. And I just love that we have each other's backs. I won't say that it's that way with all 4 of the moms, because y'all know Daniel has four moms of his children, and I've got 1 ex-husband for my 3 children. So it can make it challenging at times when there's that headbutting at the top, you know, from the parent standpoint. I try to make it as peaceful as it can be with all the parents. Like I always try to be that look for the best route to take, you know, try to choose my words nicely. All the time when having conversations, I'm very careful with my choice of words. But y'all, that doesn't always work. And then you also have to know that there are some people, you can't change people or their lives or how they live their lives or even how they raise their children. So I had to learn to not let that get to me and make me upset with the way they parent when they have their kids. I just have to be ready for when the kids come through our doors that they know that this household has this set of rules, you know, or this set of requirements or this set of responsibilities. And when you go over to your other parent's house, whether it's your mom or your dad's house, if you feel like you have certain freedoms there that you can do and get away with, just know when you come back to me and dad's house, it's different here. Oh my God, I'm late, but my TV has been paused on your couples Q&A video because I'm moving. I just looked at my phone waiting for your live. Oh, you're pausing our couples Q&A. Are you doing the girl one or mine or his? Q&A. Mine was better. Well, I knew more about him. I knew more of his things than he knew mine. But our sons knew more of mine. What you need, baby?
Are you on a YouTube video?
I am. I'm talking to the people. Go play. Go play. Go
Like,
play.
subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
Aaliyah told you guys to like and subscribe. So yeah, I just kind of feel like what was I talking about? I got thrown off when Aaliyah came in here. Oh, about the parenting situation. So yeah, I just feel like it is definitely something where we have to make sure that we can only address what's done here in our house. We can't worry about what's going on over there. How well does Daniel know Princess? Yeah, not very well, girl. He didn't know me very well, like at all. And I'm like, out of the 4 years, you don't know any of this information, like where I want a vacation, any of that stuff. That was hilarious, honey. Hilarious. The boys knew me better. The boys knew me much better. And what's crazy is like, one of the boys that knew me the most was my bonus son. You know, so that was really funny. But he just pays attention a lot. Hope you're doing well. Hope the pool is better after the other day. The pool is amazing. It's keeping me relaxed. I've been in it 2 times, and it is everything that I wanted and more. So I'm definitely enjoying it. I have to go to pool school one day this week. I've never even heard of that, but they finished my pool, and they said I had to go to pool school in order to get my equipment, and because that's where they teach you how to use it. So I'm going to get like some kind of shark vacuum, and then the strainer thing that strains the bugs out of the pool. They're going to show me how to use all that stuff and how to add the salt when it's needed, because we have a saltwater pool. Did not want chlorine, because y'all know I got colored hair, and when your hair is colored, like it's a mess right now because I've been swimming, but when you have colored hair, chlorine is horrible on colored hair. Thank you all for showing Princess positivity, great vibes, and thank you guys. I do appreciate that so much, because I feel a little overwhelmed being here. And like I said, I just finally got Aaliyah and Daniel today. It had been like super quiet here at this house, and so it was nice to have some company. I took them out for breakfast this morning. We went to Toasted Yolk and had breakfast together, and that was really nice and sweet. And then we came back and swam, and one of my old students came. She texted me. She's in college now, and she said, Miss C, which was my name before I got married. She said, Miss C, can I come by and see you? She's such a sweetheart. Her name is Alicia, and she was never a student of mine. I just became her second mom at the school, at the high school that I taught at. She would come see me all the time, and you know, sit there at my desk and tell me her problems and her good things and ask for my advice. And it just developed into this mother-daughter bond. And so I'm like a second mom. And so she came to visit, and she saw I had a pool, and she took a swim in my new pool and enjoyed herself, and then she left a little while ago too. So that was nice to see her. She's doing great in college, and I always love to see my babies grow up. I thought Daniel only had one other wife. That's correct. Daniel did only have one other wife. He was only married one other time, but after he got divorced, they were married not even a year. They got divorced, and Daniel had 3 other serious relationships. And with those 3 other serious relationships, he had children. So I guess I could break it down for you guys. His first wife, her name is Shania, and she has 2 children, Shyla and Asia, his first oldest 2 girls. Then his second mother, her name is Keisha, and she's Bentley's mom. And then the third one is Layla's mom, Tiana. That's the one that I hang out with, Tiana. And then the last one was Daniel's fiance, but they ended up breaking it off, is the mother of Aaliyah and Daniel. So that's the four, and her name's Shaniqua. So there are four moms, and then I have one ex, and his name is Tony, and he's the father of my three. So y'all hear Zeus just a barking? I don't. What is wrong with you, Zeus? There's nobody here. There's nobody here at the door. He's barking at the door. So yeah, that's how that whole thing goes. So with RaisingNine, it's also 5 different parents in addition to me and Daniel. So there's Tony, my ex, and then Shania, his ex-wife, and Keisha and Tiana and Shaniqua. That's a lot of different parenting styles for one household, you know. That's why I had to adopt and take in the whole, I can only worry about the parenting style that's in this home, because I cannot change how the other parents parent. Okay, I remember your how we met story. It was cute. Thank you, Ashley. A lot of people are always wowed when I tell them, you know, like when I start explaining the parent dynamics. Yeah, it's a lot. So right now, currently in the actual house, the amount of children that live here in this house are my 3, who are constantly always here. They live here permanently. Okay. Bentley, he lives here permanently. Okay, that's Daniel's oldest son. He lives here permanently. And then for right now, Aaliyah and Daniel are living here. It's not permanently, but they're living here for a few months. And then Shala and Asia, his oldest 2, him and their mom have joint custody. So they're with us a week, and they're with their mom a week, and then they're with us a week, and then they're with their mom a week. So and that goes on throughout the entire year. So that's pretty much the dynamics of our household. Layla, we can get her whenever we want to. She literally stays like 2 streets over. So she's practically been here the entire summer. Hi, Miss Kathy. She's been here practically the entire summer. And she just went home Sunday. Yeah. Will you save this live? Yes, Ashley, I will save this live. So it'll probably post in probably like 30 minutes or so. It normally takes a while for it to upload, but it will be saved. So you can go back and watch it. Maybe it'll kind of help people understand the family dynamics that we have here. I think that I would say that I think that I have a good relationship with all the kids. Daniel definitely has a great relationship with all the kids. And the reason why I say it like that is because I am not entertainment. That is not me. I wear a million hats here. You know, I work, I'm a mom, a wife. Yeah, you'll be able to rewatch. So I have all these different hats that I wear. I'm the maid, I'm the nanny, I'm everything. I'm the nurse, I'm everything. So I don't get to be entertainment. Rarely do I get a chance to like sit back and be like the fun, cool parent. I always end up being the strict parent. It's funny because Daniel and I were talking about this the other day. And I was like, he was telling me to text one of the girls something. And I was like, no, you text her. And I was like, why do I always have to be the authoritarian? You know, like, why do I always have to be the one who has to deliver the bad news or to be the strict parent? You be the strict parent. Like, I don't want to always come off as the mean stepmom or the mean mom, period. I don't want to come off as that. So I'm always like, you say it, you know, don't just push me up to say it. And then they're always like, Dad's fun, Dad's cool, or Pop's fun. And I'm like, man, I'm fun too. But you are important. You're listening. Thank you, Dwayne. I definitely appreciate that. So I'm hoping that Daniel starts taking on that role a little bit more for me, because I don't be wanting to come off as that to the kids, even with my own kids. I don't want them to be like, oh, mama's always like, oh, you gotta go wash the dishes, or or y'all are too loud in the room. I'm always the one to say those kind of things. Now I want Dee to start saying those things too, so it's not just me. So, I mean, that's just pretty much, I guess, bringing you guys up to date to where we are right now. I didn't even realize that we had been on this live for 35 minutes. It's crazy. I guess I could talk a lot. I'm starting to get what my students say. They say, Miss Mizell, you talk a lot. Didn't even realize it. You're right, dear. It should be both of you. Amen. Agreed. Right, Dora? It should be both. Um, I definitely feel that. I'm working on it with him. Daniel wants to always be the fun parent. He really always does. He never wants to tell the kids no. That's why they love going to the store with him, because they know that they are going to get a million things. They're going to get whatever they want. They're going to be able to, like, really, they don't even have to work hard at it. They don't have to, like, talk him into it or butter him up. They can pretty much just ask for it. That's where we are with that. And so I'm always like, Daniel, why did you buy them? They don't even need that. Oh, you bought them a hoodie? You bought them a hoodie? Oh, really? Like, they don't have 30 hoodies upstairs? So it's always stuff like that. They know if I go with them to the store, I'm like zoned in, budgeting, like, this is what we came in here for. This is what we're gonna get, not anything else. Tell him he has to learn to say no sometimes. Miss Kathy, I have been saying that since we got together. Daniel, when we first got together, he was the type that would be like, we were in the store and the kids asked for or saw this Nerf gun and they liked it, and they saw this Nerf gun, so I went ahead and bought it. And it would be like an $80 Nerf gun. And I was like, why would you do that? They have a big old bin full of Nerf guns. Yeah, but they don't have that one. And I'm like, Daniel, that was like an $80 Nerf gun. Like, you just don't throw money away just to throw it away. Well, they asked for it. Or he'll stop by the convenience store and let them each pick a drink. Do you know how much the markup price is on drinks at a convenience store? And you're just letting the kids walk in and pick whatever drink they want, when you can go to like Dollar General or a grocery store and get a whole like case of something, and they can all have something. Like, no. There's always one family member that does that. My kids have their auntie that does that. Oh, that gives them what they want. Yeah, it's always gonna be like that in one family member. This just so happens to be Pop in our case. I mean, it's horrible. They do not have to twist his arm to get him to spend money and give them what they want, or get them the opportunity to like stay up late and stuff. I wasn't raised that way though. Friends, that's a good way to bring them up. Setting rules to keep them in check is always best and for their good. I agree with that. So like, my story is that like I was raised by my grandparents, so my methods are a lot like my grandmother's. Now, I am not as strict as she was on me and my sister, but I am strict on certain. Everybody needs to know how to cook and clean, not just girls. I feel like everybody needs to know how to do those things. Needs to know how to cook, clean, take care of themselves. Okay? But then I know that there are also things that we should be able to do individually. I rewatch your videos. The negative comment in the video upset me. Yeah, girl, I wish you could. I've had some worse than that most recently. Like, really, really bad ones. That I had to hide them. They were so inappropriate and just bad. I mean, I'm not talking about inappropriate as far as like, I'm meaning more like they were racially inappropriate. That's what I'm meaning. I'm the only man in here, so I'm minding my business. I like that, Dwayne. Because I'm also in an interracial marriage, Navy family too. Whoop whoop. Okay, Navy. I'm with it. In Virginia, to my husband, who is white, made a mixed race child. Yeah. So you definitely get it. You definitely get it. Those comments can get pretty bad, very negative. Down here in Lower Alabama, it's probably the worst I've ever experienced it, because it's still not widely accepted in Alabama. Alabama is still very much so extremely racist at times. Yeah, and it hurts a lot, and people still look and they still stare, and we can go out to certain restaurants and hold hands, and people will look at us like we are, like we have like a red X on our shirts or something. Dwayne, yes, you can talk and voice your opinions about everything. We love having you on here, Dwayne. And hey, you're helping us out. You're giving our channel some testosterone. Okay, especially with D not being here. Um, what did Kathy say? She said, my husband is like that. We have a niece, and if she's asking for something, he's going to get it. She didn't ask me because she knows I'm going to say no. And I think that there should be a balance. I agree. Um, yeah, I agree. There should definitely be a balance between those yeses and those nos. Because if you're telling a kid yes all the time, realistically in life, that child when they become an adult, it's not going to get yes all the time. There's going to be times when they get no, and they need to start here and get at home. And I'm okay with saying no. Me saying no doesn't bother me. I'm not that parent that's like, oh, the kid says, oh, I want ice cream. I want ice cream now. I've seen the TikTok where like the kid hit his mom because she told him no in the store. Baby, that could not have been me. Not at all. Not at all. No. Mm-mm. No one's gonna show out like that in public. Ashley says, I meant we were married in Virginia. Oh, okay, yeah. I saw that part. You guys were married in Virginia. Congratulations on that. And yes, I do know about the Loving versus Virginia. I believe I did a short video on that. Sorry for that cut off. Oh no, you're fine. I pretty much got what you were saying. Yeah, I hope things get better in that aspect. I really do pray that people stop worrying about relationships that aren't theirs. You know, like despite me and my husband's color, um, I'm not in anyone else's relationship. I'm not worried about what you're doing in yours, if your relationship is working or not, just because you chose the same color as you, just because you chose the same race as you, does not make it where your relationship is any better than mine. Um, you go through flaws and problems just like my marriage goes through. You have great times just like my marriage has great times. And I don't think that it should be a situation where people should make us feel lesser because we chose somebody of a different race. I've had people tell me, how could you marry someone who enslaved our people? And I've told these people before, this certain individual, I said, my husband's never owned a slave. So I don't know what you're talking about. I get what you're saying as far as our history, our ancestry. Many, many years ago, yes, that part I get. But when you say, how can I be married to someone who's enslaved people? My husband's never enslaved anybody. So I don't appreciate that context, or you throwing it in, trying to make me feel bad about being in my relationship because of past history. That's not a weight that he should have to bear and carry because of his ignorant ancestors. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? There's so many things that we all do in a day-to-day that we can't carry the weight of the flaws of the people before us. That's just not fair. That's not fair. We can't do that. And that's about a whole bunch of things, okay? That's like saying my great-great-great-grandfather was a rapist, so that means I'm one too? Does that mean that I too can't, be with somebody without them thinking that I carry that same trait? Okay then, so why would you put that weight on my current husband, the weight of his ancestors stating that? That's not cool. So I have a huge problem with that. As a fellow teacher, please enjoy your summer. I'm envious that you're able to raise children and do YouTube at the same time. I don't even know how I do that, Mr. Brown. Thank you though for teaching. You are amazing, and we are glad to have you as a teacher. It is very hard right now being a teacher in these times. Kids came back from um, um, COVID and that era of being virtual, and it was like a different breed of kids. They like didn't want to work, they wanted to sleep, they wanted to be lazy, and so we're just kind of still working through all of that. So I appreciate you and I commend you for what you do as a teacher. That's pretty awesome. Definitely. So yeah, as far as that whole thing, to end that part, I guess that what I was saying about the interracial marriage. What Daniel and I have is built off of love, and um, it's probably the strongest love that I've ever experienced in any of my relationship phases or over the years. It's the strongest love I've ever had. It has nothing to do with the basis of his color or his race. It's just that our hearts are seriously intertwined, and that's what makes our relationship work. I don't look at him and I'm like, ooh, he's an amazing white guy. I just gotta be with him because he's a white guy. No, nobody does that. Or if people do that, I'm definitely not one of those people. We were friends first, and then I fell in love with him, and he fell in love with me, and we became a family. And I don't feel like other people's opinions should dictate whether or not we stay together, or whether or not people get married. It's our business. That's how I look at it. It's our business. Nobody was there judging you when you married someone of your same race, so don't pick on me about mine. So I have to develop tough skin. It's hard because people have a lot of opinions, and then they'll always counter and say things like, well, if you don't like the comments, then you shouldn't have broadcasted your family publicly. So, they say things like that too. Ashley says, I'm sorry for those comments. I would also receive racist comments from random people on Facebook telling me good luck on your interracial marriage. Talk about me and my child. Yeah, they like to start giving you a countdown too and saying, oh, good luck on your marriage. I'm sure it won't last more than like 3 to 5 years. That's what people like to say. And it's like, marriage is already hard as it is, and then we throw in that wrench and fall in love with somebody who is not of our race, and now we've made it a little bit harder. We already have our own challenges without the outsiders who are not in our relationship, without their commentary. We have enough challenges. Just the challenges of them not understanding parts of your lifestyle, not understanding why as a race we do certain things. And so you're trying to always, explain certain things as to why you do certain things. Blackness, that this is just something that I'm used to doing in my heritage, things like that. You have to already explain those things to your partner. You don't want to also have to be fighting and squabbling over other things. Interesting. My first thought was, I wish they were in my circle of friends. Family first. Yes, definitely so. Ashley, I'm so sorry that you have had those racist interactions with people. All I can tell you is to stay strong. I wish that I could tell you that it gets easier. It has been hard. But having an awesome partner makes a huge difference because they help you get through it. I rarely comment, but I just appreciate folks like the Nine who keep it real. There are standards for everything. Life is too short to worry about what other people think. That's a very strong statement, Mr. Brown, and I agree, like 100%. Life is too short to be sitting here worried about what people are thinking. And when I originally made that other video where I was talking about the interracial marriage and how people were saying so many negative comments, it was because I had been holding it in for so long that I just kind of, like a volcano, came to a point where I erupted. And after that day when I vented online, I made the decision that I would never let people get to me ever again. And I stopped that day. I really did. And that was months ago. And I have not looked back and allowed people to try to tear at my happiness. So I agree with you, Mr. Donald. Life's too short, and we cannot sit here trying to prove to other people why we work. You know, I don't have anything to prove to you. And the only thing I can do is continue to show my love. Now, the way I look at it with those negative commentators is that, hey, you just gave me a view. You wanted to make a negative comment, have your little 2 minutes of fame that you want, or to think that you're bullying or picking or gonna hurt me or make me cry. It's not going to happen. But thank you for your view. We appreciated it. It still counts as a view. And so, Ashley, don't let them get to you. Yes, stay out of people's bedroom. Daniel loves the sister. Yes, he does, y'all. He does. He loves him some black women. Glad that he found one that we can cut that line off. Okay. You said it today, so they need to understand that men of all races are attracted to black women. They are. It is what it is, you know. Well, guys, I've been on here for 50 minutes. I gotta go check on that 7 and 5-year-old in there. I feel like I've left them for a little too long without my eyesight on them, even though Leah's come in here a couple times and, you know, wanted to be nosy about these YouTubers. But I am gonna go back out there with her and her brother. I love how you try to see the bright side of things. I am trying. There's always 2 sides to every story. There's always 2 ways that you can feel and deal with things. Why not choose the positive and the bright side? It takes more energy to be negative than it does to be positive. So I choose to be positive. I love you guys. And until next time, we're RaisingNine. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell to be notified for the next time. And we'll do this again soon. Love you. Bye, family.